Welcome. Episode 102, Keeping It Real. I'm your host, jackkadis. A couple things before we start. First and foremost, I am officially opening notes, write-ins for this show. If you want to write in, if you have any problems, any happenings, any stories, anything, you can find my email in the description of my YouTube channel. It is jackkadis@gmail.com, jackkadis@gmail.com. Send me an email. I'll be checking it. And we're doing call-ins, write-ins now. Next thing on the chopping block is guests. Always looking for guests. We have Pete from episode 97 coming back again on episode 104, I believe. This Thursday, so that's exciting. Always exciting to have a guest. It's a lot less lonely than one person. You guys got to let me know, how's the quality on the guest episode? How's the, do our mics sound, does everything sound good? Still trying to, get better at these things, put a little bit more effort in, figure out this, figure out that. Today's been a crazy day for me. I have so much. I've been thinking so much. I have so much to say. I wrote a few things down when I was at work today, and I want to read them out. Let's see what we got here. A few things. This is old. No flashcard picnic. That's... Okay, this I think was supposed to... Okay, this is the big one that I wrote down, and then I wrote that one down first. Okay, a lot to read. A lot to fucking read. A lot to read. I just watched... Before we read all of this, I want to tell you kind of what's on my mind and what I'm thinking about. I just watched this YouTube video of this girl, Caroline something, whatever. It had all this great music... And maybe I should find the video just in case you'd want to go watch it. Or it was, hold on, I'm so sorry. I know this is very unprofessional. I have to go to my history. I just watched this video called "I Dated Outside My," in quotation marks, yeah, type, period. This is what happened, by Caroline Winkler. Caroline Winkler posted a video called "I Dated Outside My Type, and This Is What Happened." It's got 1 million views, and it was posted 8 days ago. First off, Caroline, amazing video. One day I hope to be able to tell a story like you just told me. You captivated me. I was engaged. I watched the whole thing, and it was amazing. Amazing job of YouTube. And it stuck out to me at one point in your video, you said something like, when you were, the video is about, well, it says a lot in the title. You can kind of imagine the ebb and flow. Like, it's the before, the during, and the after of meeting the love of her life. And at one point, sort of in the before, she says that she thought it'd be nice one day to meet somebody that she felt as whatever the emotion. I don't know. She said it better than I could, that she felt towards YouTube. She just mentioned how she had a special place in her heart for YouTube, and I can relate to that. And I loved it. I loved it. So that's where I'm coming from. I watched this girl who was able to tell her story about how she met this guy, and I fixated a little bit on the guy in question. He was like the perfect guy. I'll be honest with you, I have my hair to the side right now. That is not something that I do, but that's how he did it, and I was thinking, he looks very well kept. Maybe I should start doing this. So before I put the camera on, and look, I have a suit, I have my tie and such on. I don't know. I don't know. I just I don't know. She described him as perfect. And I just took this girl on a first date. And that's where this first note comes in. And I kind of like, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried that I just don't know if like all this time I've been like obsessed with dating and like, let's get on a first date. It's been so long. And now I'm worried like, fuck, like, yeah, this is really what I should be doing. Like, should I really be dating? Like, I have no idea. I don't know. But I keep on asking myself. And I wrote this down. It says, I do like this girl with 3 exclamation marks at like 2 or 3 p.m. today. And I wrote that down because, and this is what I wrote down after it, I saw her text and smiled at 6 p.m. Holy shit. I'm a mess. Today I was a mess. We're going to get into, I did something else today that, like, why did I do that? I put a note into my coworker's backpack because I was too scared to do it any other way. I mean, I asked this girl that I just went on a date I asked her out on text message because I don't know. I part of me is thinking like lately, or I guess the kind of person I am is like, if you can't say it to their face, then don't write it as a text. And maybe there's some truth to that. Or maybe that's me sort of giving myself a reason to like keep it inside, and that's not good. Or maybe it's a little bit of both. And if it's a little bit of both, then like, where do we go from here? I don't know. I have no idea. So apparently this is true. I mean, and I remember writing this note and I was like, I should write this because when I read it, I'll remember that feeling. And I think back and it's hard to remember it because honestly, a lot's happened since then. My days lately have been feeling like 6 days in one. I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to see her again Monday, and I'm not sure if we have all that much in common. I'm not sure if, to be completely frank with you, I am like that physically attracted to her. But like, I don't like, but like, so what? Like, I think that she's actually would be a really good person for me. And then like these two things like fight with each other. Because she is pretty. But for some reason, it's funny when you go on a date with, at least when I go on a date with somebody, I don't know. It's when I go on a date with somebody, it's like, and this stupid microphone, I don't understand how I start off so loud then get quiet. Is that like the natural progression of my actual voice? Or is this microphone that I spend so much money on just stupid? I'm stressed out. I got to keep talking about what I'm talking about until the time's up. Okay. It's not even about talking about this because it'll make me feel better. It's just like, this is what I do. So I'm going to keep doing it. The microphone does not matter. Back into what I was saying. I mentioned yesterday, last episode, I remember there was this one part of the date that we had where it was like, damn, I'm attracted to this girl. In kind of like a lustful way. But like, that's what we're talking about here. That's like the kind of attractiveness that I'm getting at. And then another time when I looked over to her, and this is going to sound incredibly insensitive and rude. And trust me, nobody's more aware than me right now that she could have ears on these words. I would never say this to her. Ever. Ever. But I looked over and I was like, it was like her side profile. Like, this is a dick thing to say, but like I wasn't, but like, it's not like I was like gross. I didn't think that it was like, it was kind of like, I kind of saw her like as a, like, in a way, like it was this weird thing that I saw because you wouldn't look at anybody like that you, at least me, that I wasn't on a first date with. And I wouldn't be on a first date with somebody that I didn't want to go on a first date with. So it's like, I'm wondering. I just want to make sure that this is the right thing for me to be doing, right? Like, I don't like, we're supposed to see each other again in a week, and I don't know, like, I just don't know. I don't know anything. I feel like I'm supposed to be like that guy in that video that I just watched. That like was like, dude, she told about how he was like so reassuring and that how he like wanted to care for her. And they met online and like this, and then like he asked for her ring size and a year later he proposed, and this whole time he's like this beautiful, attractive man that like built furniture for her and knows how to cook and like loved her so much, and she just fits so good into his arms, and like and I know how stupid I sound. Like, really, you're going to compare yourself to this internet dude? And it's like, yes and no. Because I don't, like, I know I'm not him and I'm not comparing myself to him, but like, I am comparing myself to me, and I feel like we've gone on this first date and we exchanged like one text message today, and I feel like I don't want to. Like, I don't really want to text her again. So it's probably best, but you know, I don't know, guys, because I think all the time, I think like, is this the kind of, because this like, ugh. All right, let's keep on talking. Let's keep on talking. Then I wrote on this next thing, I wrote, think about it, colon. Why am I so obsessed with love? Well, before we get into that, I just said I felt like I didn't. And maybe I just need to sleep on it. And tomorrow, I feel like it's okay that I'm not like obsessed, you know? Like, it's okay that I'm not like absolutely obsessed, right? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I have to do something right now. You know what I mean? This has happened to me. I've actually been in this sort of thing before. When I was on Hinge, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I guess. No, that's not 2 years ago. Just a year and a half ago. I was going on these dates, and obviously they didn't work out. And I remember I would go on a first date. I just would be like, I don't like this. I don't see this going anywhere. And I would text or I would call the person immediately when I felt that way. So then that shit was really hard to do, to be honest, because I felt like an absolute dick. I felt like I wasted their time. But fuck. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. It's like I want to, like, I know I'm not that guy, all right? I know I'm running my own race in that video, okay? I get it. But I am running my own race, and I do want to be like someone's version of that guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I want to be somebody's version of that guy. Like, I want to be oh, fuck me. It's like I feel really skinny and scrawny and super fat at the same time. I don't feel like a man. Like, I don't feel like somebody that can like pick somebody up in my arms and like make them feel safe. You know, I don't feel like that. And I don't know, like, I don't, like, if I picked up my phone and told her and was like, hey, listen, like, I really, like, I think you're great, but like, I don't see this going anywhere, you know, whatever combination of words, but you get what I'm like, you know, ended it. Is that a mistake? Like, am I just running away from myself? How am I supposed to know that? I don't know. I think that's my problem. I think that realistically I have to do that, because if it's even up for debate, then it's not fair for me to even go one more second where I don't tell her that, like, it's like, sorry, we're like, I'm backing out of this. I can't expect her to like, I can't go on this second date like expecting, like, seeing if she might do something that might change my mind. That is so unfair and ridiculous. I might not feel like a man, but I can act like a man. And this is what a man does. It's past midnight, but it's okay. This, you know. Fuck. It's selfish for me not to do this. It's very selfish. But right now I'm looking at this text she sent where it's like she. Okay. Voicemail. Fuck. Dude, just do it. This is ridiculous. Just do it. Just do it. Hey, look, but like, is this right? Like, yesterday, like, there's so many ways that I can convince myself that this is the wrong thing for me to do, and this is a fantastic girl, and I should not do this. You know, like, is this just because like, I have this flawed view of like how everything's supposed to be perfect, and I'm supposed to like find this perfect girl and become the perfect guy, or is me saying that just me trying to convince myself that like it's okay to just like keep going with this thing that it seems to, like, based on what I just thought, it's going to end, right? Like, I might not be super strong. Like I might yet. Look, I can go to the gym and shit. Like it's not over for me. But like I can act like a man. I can act like a man. There's nothing that is like I might not be able to like scoop somebody up in my arms or whatever, or like run 10 miles because for whatever reason right now. But like or fucking, you get chop wood, but like I can fucking act like it, and acting like it is how you get like it. So I'm gonna act like it, and I'm gonna tell this girl that like I'm sorry, but we can't. Yeah, it's not about me; it's about her, and I think she's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to let her be fantastic. Okay. Oh, Jack, you just told yourself what you needed to do like 6 times, and you're not doing it. Okay? So you have to do it now. You were very open and honest and vulnerable, and you came to the conclusion that like like you just like you're not going to sleep on it. That like you're not going to sleep on it. Like you're going to do this. And you're also going to do it away from the fucking mic, because that's just, I don't need to record this. This is personal. Okay, hold on. I did not do it. I did not do it. I didn't do it. I thought about it really hard. I didn't do it. I couldn't press the button. Last night I came in my sleep twice. And earlier on, when I was thinking about whether or not I was going to do it or not, like this, like when I was going to make that voice memo, when I was holding the thing and I was, you know what I'm saying? And I, fuck, I was thinking like, well, last night I ate a bunch of McDonald's. Like maybe this is like the crash out from that where I feel like I'm a loser and I shouldn't do it. Fuck me. Well, maybe I should still do it. I don't know if this actually makes a difference or not. But like when you're, when it like builds up like that, you're like, and then you like. I have to talk to you about something else now. Like there's something else that happened today that I have to talk to you about. And I feel like I cannot talk. I feel like I can't talk to you about that. I feel like until I resolve this first thing. And I feel like the only resolution for this first thing is to leave that voicemail. Yeah, it doesn't matter that I came in my fucking sleep last night. You still understand what I'm doing right now? I'm doing that dopamine thing. I'll be right back. That was good. That was good. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. All right, so I basically just like broke up with somebody. That was good. All right, yes, I do like this girl. I saw her text and smiled. Yeah, I smiled because she texted me with something like verbiage that I used to her, and it was like clear that it was like yeah, Jack, it feels good to be liked, okay? But that's not what this is about. This is about liking somebody else. It's about changing her life, not yours, okay? You change your life. Nobody changes your life for you. Well, I mean, eventually some girl's probably going to change it, but but it's not like it's not going to be like this was the right thing to do. I feel like in the moment. And you know what? A couple days might go by, even tomorrow I might wake up and be like, damn, I really regret that, but it's too late. I mean, it's not too late. It's never too late. I'll learn from it. I'll learn from it and move on. Yeah, so yeah, I can feel bad that she's going to wake up and listen to that voice memo. I basically told her that I cancel Monday, and then I let her know that I think she's a fantastic person and I had a great time, but I'm going to cancel Monday. and it was probably it was okay. It's like, I don't know how to combine the right words. Like it definitely wasn't like, I don't know. This was good. It was good that I did this. It'd be wrong to stay. It would be wrong to stay. It would be wrong to go with her for Monday because today I asked somebody else out on a date. You know what I mean? And I did that, and maybe I shouldn't have. But I did it. And like I don't think I shouldn't have, to be honest. I think I should have. I actually think she's fantastic, and I thought she's been fantastic for such a long time. And I owe this girl that I just went on a first date with for this ability for me to ask somebody else out, because if it wasn't for her and it wasn't for this first date, I haven't had a first date in so long. I don't think, like, I think I really, like, I feel bad in a way because maybe I used her, but like I just know I did the right thing. I just did the right thing just now. I did the right thing just now because I don't know how to explain this to you. At a certain point, it's honestly just beyond words. Like you just have to take my word for it. I'm literally me. An hour is not enough time for me to explain to you why I just did what I just did. That's ridiculous. I should be able to explain it. I don't know. I didn't, like I said, you heard what I was talking about. Like I didn't feel like I was, I didn't feel like listen, I'm coming from a place where it's like a super beautiful girl, and I feel like I'm not enough. And like that's what keeps me going. Me feeling like I'm not enough. I have to like fill some hole. I have to become this person every single day. Become this person, burnt out, right? And now I'm moving into this place where it's like I don't want to feel like that anymore. So then I'm doing this and I'm not feeling like that anymore, but I'm realizing maybe I went too far the other way, and I'm with this girl that maybe I don't think is actually the most beautiful girl in the entire world. And that's not fair to that girl, because no girl should be with a guy that doesn't think she's the most beautiful girl in the entire world. Yes, all this time I've been saying she's pretty, and yes, like, but she wasn't the most beautiful girl in the world to me. I'm sure she's gonna be somebody's most beautiful girl in the world. And I don't know, it gets tricky when we look back to like right when I asked her on a first, did I think that? Actually, maybe no. Maybe this entire time I've been wrong. But it's okay. It's okay. All right. It's okay. People make mistakes. Yeah, I just wasted her time. But honestly, meeting her and knowing her, I feel like she's probably, I don't know. We're done talking about her. It's just over. Yeah, so I asked somebody else out tonight. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that though. I kind of feel burnt out on all this stuff. I kind of want to take a step back from it and just talk about sort of like, fuck. It's okay, Jack. It's okay. You don't have to keep telling yourself you did the right thing. You know, you're just not going to feel okay. Maybe it kind of sucks. Maybe it was really nice with that. It was really nice. Fuck. I don't know how I feel. Um, I'm I don't know, guys. I know I'm silent. I'm supposed to keep talking. This is keeping it real. Um, this is keeping it real. So yeah, I guess this can be the right decision, but it can still feel like shitty. Um, so let's stand by what we did, because what we did was right, and we didn't have to make it that hard. You know, it was kind of a little bit silly how we went outside, then back inside, then back outside. But in the end, we got it done, and that's what matters. Now I can tell you about this and not feel like such a shitty person. Speaking of things that I've been meaning to get done, I've had a fat crush on somebody I work with since like the day that I met them, I think, or I don't even remember. But I remember we just got along. We really got along right when we met, and finally, I worked up the courage to do something. I didn't, say anything to her. There have been some shifts where like I acted a little bit differently. Like there's this period of time where I saw this one thing online from. I even talked about it on Keeping It Real. I remember this one guy, real playa shit. If you guys remember that, I remember I talked about how he made this one video where he was like, fellas, if you like a girl, you got to act like it. Don't just treat her like one of your friends. You have to act different, okay? It's going to feel weird. It's going to feel strange, but this is what liking a girl is. Remember, keep it cool, be yourself, be honest, and act like you like her. Real playish. So then I go into the shift, right? And I try to, I try to like, I try to, ask her a bit more about herself. Like, ask her questions, I guess. But I don't want to be, But then, like, that was just, like, one or two shifts, maybe. And then I just went right back to, like, not caring and being myself. And then, like, from time to time, it just feels like sometimes, yeah. Anyway. Anyway, like I should have like like that shift all the way back then. I should have used my words or done anything and just said what I said now. In between now and then, I remember I saw on her phone once someone. It was like clearly she has like a significant other. And even actually today, I was like working and she put her phone on my face and was like, "Yo, blank wants to say what's up," and I was like, "Who's this?" And she's like, my boyfriend. And I was like, Damn. What's up? Um, and then later on, this all happened today. I do you guys think that I'm the problem? Am I the problem? Because I feel like I just did some shit that like I kind of regret doing. I said I would like to take you out to dinner and then sign my name, even though who else would it be? And I folded it and I slipped it into her backpack. And um uh I feel like I shouldn't have done that. I think that was probably something I should not have done. Um so now I think maybe I should send a text and just say, "Hey, that was extremely inappropriate and I apologize." Yeah, okay. This is a downer of an episode, man. See. I know I'm not talking. Um, I'm writing a text message. I just like feel like a wreck, dude. Uh, I feel like a wreck. Okay, we're back. Um, yeah. So the note that I left, I just sent a text that said the same fucking thing I just did outside with the call. I just said, um, I just said, I just apologized. Said I thought she's fantastic, and please disregard the note that I left. So yeah, I wrote two notes for myself actually about this girl that I like for Monday, and then I also said I should start. And maybe I did like that girl, and actually I did want to go see her Monday, but it was almost like the fact that I just did what I just did tonight, asked another girl out on a date. I have to call it off. I don't get to really choose. I can't go out on a second date with somebody having asked somebody else on a date. Even if this everything that just happened just now right now tonight was the correct order. Even like it would have been wrong for me to have been like tell the coworker like, "Oh, disregard that note," and then still go on a second date. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's not what a man does. And I wouldn't want, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want any sort of guy that would do anything like that to be with her. So, let's learn from this, I guess. Let's learn from this, I guess. It's like what can we learn from this? I don't fucking know, honestly. I feel like beat up right now. I think that this episode is going to be way shorter than an hour because in the edit, I believe I'm going to cut out the silences. There was a lot of silence here. And if you're wondering if you probably haven't heard the cuts, but like there's been a lot of times where I've been sat here dead silent, whether I'm sending a text or writing a voice memo. So now let's answer this note card. Think about it. Why am I so obsessed with love? Because I think it's like the best thing that you can possibly do in this short life that we got. And I want to do it right. I want to do it right. And I'm worried. I'm worried that maybe I'm not going to be able to do it right. Maybe I'm just like not going to get that chance. But I'd rather that be the case than me do it wrong. So when it goes wrong, and I get it. Like I get that, like, say in that world where like everything goes right, you're going to there's going to be conflict. You know what I'm saying? But that's different. Like you can't, you can't, I can't justify what I did. What I did tonight, like I can't. It was wrong on both sides. And there's no excuse. There's just apology. So to both girls that I probably fucked up a good portion of, like, your mind space for whatever or whatnot. I don't want to assume maybe you were never too concerned at all, but like, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Even if it was just for 5 minutes, that, 1 second of your time is still too much for me to take. And there's no excuse, and I apologize. This episode's coming to an end. Hopefully, tomorrow's episode will be a bit more positive. And I can only hope that, like, this is doing somebody some good. I know a man. I've met a man that he eventually made it right. But when I met the guy, he was with this girl for 5-6 years that he just didn't love. And that's not okay. What's okay is that he finally made it right and he's not with her any longer. But it's like, it's uncomfortable to be absolutely obsessed with somebody. But that's the only way. That's the only way. So what we're not going to do this time is say on to the next. You know, I do I feel like shit, or am I just saying I feel like shit because that makes me sound like a better person? I have no idea. I just, yeah, I have no idea. I just don't want to live a lie. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.